What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, Sinistran01, and we are back with more Thief Custom Master Stealth Walkthrough, all modifiers on Iron Man and all that jazz. Hopefully you're enjoying it so far. We're going to continue on. This is the next part of the city, and then up next, obviously, will be Chapter 3, Dirty Secrets.
This
Let's go.
is the chest where I keep all my supplies.
Beware all black hands! From this day forward, any citizen caught thieving will be hanged by the neck.
Nothing changes hands in this city without Basso catching wind of it. He says it's a gift. In my line of work, I'm inclined to agree.
Alright, so you'll notice that we actually have turned on the waypoint marker, and we've also turned on enemy indicators. This is very crucial to do, especially for when you're going on through the city. It doesn't take away from the difficulty of the game. It just lets me know kind of how well I'm doing as far as being in the shadows and whatnot. So, and I think it's something that will definitely be needed, at least while we're going through the city parts, I feel. Alright, so I'm not going to worry too much about loot, as this is a very difficult section to get
the
by.
administration to do the paperwork.
Night's going on.
I've always wondered why the frame rate drops big time in the city, but it's not that big of a deal. As long as it doesn't do it
Wish we could just cut
when we're actually going through real kind of gameplay, then it should be fine. But we're just going to head over to our next objective, and we're going to move on. I will pick up a little bit of loot since I know that these are kind of easy things to grab.
Wish there was a sleep stone nearby.
Always watch yourself when you're going through places like this right here, just because you can swoop yourself off. So you can see the frame, man, it just totally just drops down completely right there, and I don't know why.
I need to rest.
Alright, let's move on.
Come on. Someone wants to meet you.
Why me?
Oh, your jolly nature? Your engaging conversation? I don't know. It's the guy you stole the ring for. You must have impressed him.
Not enough for my
Who
life.
is he?
He's
Still
Orion.
see your face.
One of the guys standing up against the Baron and sticking up for normal people like you and me. Well, me, anyway. He speaks a lot of sense. Fucking rarity in this place. He's down here helping the poor sods who have the gloom. It's nice to see someone putting their money where their mouth is. And, try not to be too, you. We need this.
How so? It's good that you came, Garrett.
You're paying, aren't you?
With what little I have, yes.
Well, you've bought my attention for now, at least.
Good. Please. Walk with me. The Baron favors progress over pain. Metal and stone over flesh and blood. And look what has happened.
I don't get involved in politics.
Ah, yes. You pride yourself on being a loner. Do you really think you have no stake in this?
It works for me.
But for how long?
Garrett? Garrett, I'm slipping! Ah!
This is your city too?
Not enough for my liking. I can still see your face.
What happened?
You passed out. Are you okay?
I'm fine. What do you need from me?
I require a book. It's the only one of its kind still known to exist. I'm told it lies hidden somewhere in the House of Blossoms. That brothel is busy day and night with the rich and famous. Discretion is the key. I don't normally hold with stealing, but in times like these...
Man of politics stealing by proxy. Sounds about right.
As right as a thief who steals for a good cause.
I'll get you a book.
You will be helping to secure a better future for everyone.
I'll remember that.
All right, here
House
we
of
go.
Blossoms. I never went there, but I know someone who did. Aaron.
I met this man last night. He asked me what I thought about the Baron.
All right, so this next section is super hard to get by. Hopefully we're going to be able to do it.
You! On your knees!
Why? What'd I do?
Shut it, Bleater! Only Graven Newspate talk back to the Watch. And you're not a Graven, are you?
No, sir. I'm a Northcrest man. I have been my whole life.
What's that smell?
Ooh, super close.
You pissed yourself, didn't you?
Please. I didn't do it.
All right, that was so hard to do, and that's only half of the battle, so let's take some time, relax a little bit here. You definitely want to pick this lock because there is a lot of good things that you're going to want to have for this type of walkthrough. We're going to get a couple of arrows, which will really come in handy so we don't have to buy them. Again, you just want to take your time because the guard's going to get into a position where they just stay where they are. And that's the position that we pretty much want them in.
Shame. Captain Durham always said you should join it.
Alright, so the problem with this part is you only have one shot to do it right. That's it. One chance to do it right. Because we only have one throwable object. Alright, so you saw that the guard is still kind of doing a patrol pattern, the crossbow guard. However, by the time we're done with this, because this one takes a little bit of time, by the time we're done, he's actually going to be stationary with the other guard. Which makes it really difficult to be able to get by this guy, and there's only one way you can do it, of course, and that's throwing something to distract him. And it's making me nervous right now. This is probably the most nervous I've been right now since I've been doing this. There, as you can see, they're both stationary now. You notice there's no other throwable objects anywhere in this back alley. There's no other way to get out of this back alley. There's nothing you can really do. The only thing you can really do is kind of get behind his shadow a little bit. But that's what we're not going to do. So what we're going to do here is we're going to watch for this guy here. As soon as that guy turns around, we're going to throw this.
Check out
Sweet. And that is how you do it, ladies and gents. Oh, you have no idea how hard that was. Oh, let's just breathe for a second. Let's just freaking breathe. Alright, let's do it.
There's an old mill in Riverside that Aaron used to call home. I should go take a look inside.
Alright, so I'm strictly heading towards mission stuff. I'm not worrying about any loot in the city whatsoever right now. You can get a lot of loot up right there, but that's not what I'm trying to do, so...
I don't like the way the commons flinch when you look at them. And I said you gotta pay up!
You going soft? What you gonna do that for? He can't pay us if he's dead.
Relax. He wasn't good for it anyway. I just didn't want him to top himself before I had a chance to rough him up one last time.
It's pretty funny, that guy was like glitching back and forth. Alright, get over here fast enough and just wait here. Sweet. Alright. Again, I know there's a lot of loot that we could be picking up, but that is not the purpose of this walkthrough. The purpose of this walkthrough is to get through it with all the settings on. So we're going to wait for this guard here. I guess we can pick up a little bit of loot. But make sure there's no hidden, you know, crap or whatever. Every time I see these books, I think there's got to be something. Okay, so you notice that the way that we went is actually a no-go. You can't get by this way. This is the way that we died last time. Actually, I think we can. There we go. Alright, we didn't die. What do you know? You got to be able to distinguish between actual civilians and guards to really kind of know the levels and to know when you can go and when you can't. Not that we really need this, but... Alright. Time to move on to Aaron's hideout. There are no guards, only traps in this part. Alright, so there's various loot items and whatnot in here, but again, you know, for time purposes, and just because I don't want to do anything that could jeopardize us losing any health or anything like that, and we're pretty much good on money right now.
This switch is practically invisible. I should keep an eye out for these. Erin once told me she'd trapped the place to stop unwelcome visitors. I'll need to step lightly.
Just watch where you step. You can usually always tell that there's traps around by blood, so always be on the lookout for blood. There's another trap up there, so we're not going to be going up the stairs. And like I said, I always pick up as much health items as I can see, just because of the fact that you can sell them. It's one of the best selling items that we're going to be able to have, since we'll never need it.
You've never been here before, have you?
Aaron?
What's the matter, Garrett? Did I finally get the drop on you?
How are you here? You died.
Maybe this is where the dead wait when they've got nowhere else to go. And now you're here. Are you dead, Garrett? Follow me to the truth. I watched you. I wanted to be you. We're so alike. But why did I even try? The world already has a Garrett.
What do you want from me?
I want you to steal a key to the truth. It's from before I left home. Before I became Aaron. But you have to find it yourself. Those are the rules. Start looking. I'll tell you when you're close. You're close. A little further. No!
It's almost as if Aaron wanted me to find something. I can't leave without checking. What is this, and why did Aaron have it?
Another tip is if you ever want to stop that animation, just do a little swoop, and then that's it. You'll be able to get out of it, of him holding that, and you can continue to do stuff. As I always found it kind of weird how, like, when he picks up collectible loot or client loot, that he kind of looks at it and he can't really do anything as far as opening things or closing things. So if you swoop while you're doing it, then you're good to go.
Onto the House of Blossoms. It's marked by red lights, so I find those lights, I find the brothel.
Alright, so our journey is almost finished. We just need to find the location to the House of Blossoms. And move on to Dirty Secrets. Again, I could very easily go into some of these places and look, but I'm not going to. I want to get it on. I want to get on with the mission. I mean, okay, I'll look at one thing. Jeez. You guys always force me to do this. See, look, nothing. See, that's what happens. I don't think there's anything in there. We'll wait for this guy to leave. That's actually where we're going right there, so. I see the black border around us, so that means that we should be good enough to where he can't actually see us up here. And sometimes you really can't tell.
Come on, ladies. 10 minutes. That's all I'm after.
No point of wasting an arrow for this.
Well, it's not Lord anymore, is it?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't...
Hopefully you have enjoyed this part, and we are going to move on to Chapter 3, Dirty Secrets. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Let's do it. Bitches!
You're